official practice of the year. This should be interesting. Find out all the muscles that we don't use every day. Get a little tape on our hands here to protect them from ripping. This is that flex tape I was talking about on Amazon. You can get really good at, again, being able to give yourself a little bend in your joints, but still protect the hands from ripping. So when I like to warm up, I like to do a couple standing throws first. I'll use, honestly, Arcady's smallest one. And I'm just working on, trying to get the body warmed up a little bit and ready to go for the bigger throws. But I start like a Braemar style, basically, where one foot is down in the trig and the other foot, you can come back and then push. And I don't switch off this on these warm-ups. I just go from a standing throw like this.
How many throws do you do?
I usually do 3 at each kind of position. So 3 standing, throws. Then we'll go 3 with, a Braemar style where I switch or rotate the feet. And then we'll go 3, power, basically. Kind of like my attempts in the games. And then usually I'll move on to my open stone. But we'll do this last open stone and then we'll move up to our Braemar.
Into the big boy?
Yep. Big monster. Let's see how this goes. quick little recap here of our first practice out in the field. It's pretty muddy still, so limited as to what we can do. I mean, it's probably going to be like that for the next couple weeks because they're expecting rain here. Superstorm 2023 in California.
Yeah, I know us poor Californians, but I mean, for us,
we don't pay for this rain.
No, we're not prepared for practice like that, and it's just so hard. Like the implements get so muddy. I mean, we recorded as much as we could at the practice, so you'll definitely see like as soon as you throw a weight, it's just
comes back with 2 pounds of mud on it.
Yeah. so I mean, my hands are still a little gross. We literally just finished practicing.
I mean, how did you feel overall?
How I felt overall was terrible. I think so. I've been training pretty good this off season, and the first practices are always pretty tough. The first games are always a little tough, like after you've had time off. But I think in my head, I was like, it could go either way. It could either be like a great practice, and I'll have all this strength, and my muscles will just push everything so much further, or it's gonna be pretty shitty as usual, and it was the latter.
What do you mean as usual?
Like as usual for a first practice after, yeah. But other than that, it was fun. I mean, it's fun to like get back into it, obviously.
Yeah, it was good to get out there and throw. I mean, everything felt pretty good. Surprisingly. I was throwing PRs left and right. No, I didn't hit one PR. Honestly, first practice of the season, like, was just feeling it all out, trying to hit in my opinion, your timing marks or your, like you said, the little intricacies that go into each throw. So, we did stones and some weights today, and then she took a hammer pull at the very end, but it was like, it was so muddy, and, you're not going to be able to blade in really good, or it's probably just going to tear up the ground. So, anyways, we didn't do any hammer. Normally we'll do stones, weights, and then hammers. Yeah, but so stones and weights and everything, like I said, it felt pretty good. Worked up to my Braemar today and just did a bunch of stand throws, or a Braemar type throw. I like to kind of do it in a progression, which kind of talk about that a little bit in the training video, but I'll get more in depth in it maybe as the weather gets better and we aren't rushing to just try and get throws in.
And it was cold.
Yeah, it was definitely a little cold tonight, but yeah, felt pretty good. Weights felt pretty good. Again, I'm nowhere near distances. I mean, I was actually pretty close on stones, which was a good sign. But for weights, just a bunch of one turns, and then did 3 normal throws, and am I boring you?
and on and on and on.
Anyways.
It's night. It's like 6 o'clock here.
Oh, 6 o'clock. Okay. But anyways, yes, a couple, 2 turns and full throws or whatever, but I mean at like 70%. So not even caring about distance today, just trying to, like I said, feel out each position of the weight. I mean, my footwork felt pretty good on my 2 turns though, so I don't know. It felt pretty good all around. I'm excited to see what happens once conditions get a little bit more back to normal. Yeah. And I'm excited for the games still, especially now.
I feel like my weights felt fine. My weights always feel kind of fine. After last season, I feel like I mean, not obviously every throw, but I feel like I've kind of figured out my timing with those. The stones are the ones that are. Yeah,
there's a few things we just can work on,
Stones are not it.
I feel like everybody has something that they're really good at. She throws weights pretty well, and stuff like sheaf and stuff. Although we found out that sheaf isn't going to be at our first competition, so
which is a bummer. But it's like it also. I feel like because it's the first one, it's kind of okay because it gives us like our first easy intro.
Yeah, it's one less thing you have to train hard for.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
We'll ease that back in, which is good. But, overall, pretty good practice. So, I don't know. I mean, it was just fun to get out there. It's always fun to get out there and throw weights. And make some dinner now. And, I don't know. That's it.